What's up, YouTube? We're out here today at Carnegie OHV Park in Northern California. I am super pumped because I have purchased the second Alta Redshift MXR in the world. And right now, I am just started to ride it. Here's a little look down there. There's other MXs out there, but this is the second MXR I ever purchased. And I haven't ridden it much, but just a couple of minutes, and I just wanted to give some first impressions. And right now I'm in mode 2. That's going to be about 250 F power, they say. And it's just so weird not having any noise, but having all that power. The throttle's really linear. It's exactly what you would expect any other bike to feel like as far as power delivery goes. At least in correlation to how much input you're giving it. The fact that it just keeps pulling, that is a little weird. But it's a welcome change. The suspension on this bike, which is the WP AER 48 air fork setup, is unbelievable. This bike is just so direct. Gosh, it's just so good. This is actually the first day I'm taking it out. I gave a first impressions video about 10 minutes ago and I didn't pick up the audio, so round 2 on first impressions, unfortunately. But still, it's still so new to me, and I'm just blown away right now. This thing's worth every penny. Oh my Lord. That's what I'm talking about. It's like the power is always there. It never has to build. It's just as much as you command from it is as much as it's going to give you all the time. Oh my. There's a lot of clickety clacking with the chain, and I hear the tire hitting the ground, and that's definitely a weird thing. But it's kind of nice actually, in a way, because it's like a different kind of sensory input. I can use my hearing to tell me what my tire's doing. And I can still hear the motor. The motor does have a sound. I feel like with time, I could get used to it. And it's not, you know, a gas motor or anything, but it does seem to have its own set of noises that it makes depending on what situation it's in and what I'm telling it to do. And I think we'll learn to work it out. Man, the steering is just so direct on this bike, and it doesn't feel like 250. This thing weighs 250 pounds, but it just feels so light. There's no gas tank, there's no radiators up high. You got no weight up top. Everything's down in the bottom. And it feels like everything's down in the bottom. Really flickable. Now, I'm kind of a light guy. And I let some of the air out of the forks. And softened up the back end. And out here it feels amazing. If I was on a motocross track, I think it'd be a little too soft. But for out here, I'm happy I did that because it is just gliding over this terrain. Woo! Like I said, I'm in power mode 2. Power mode 1 is cool. It's called eco mode. I'd say it's about the same power as 125 rounds. A lot more torque, obviously. But I think I like mode 2 right now. I haven't really done much with 3 or 4. but this feels about what I'm used to. I think 3 or 4 is going to be a lot more than what I'm used to, which will be nice to experiment with. In the future, when I get a little bit more comfortable with this thing. Let's do a hard U-turn here. Let's go down here. It's got a nice drag brake to it too. Feels really similar to about a 250F in drag brake as well, so they've nailed that. They say it's regenerative. You know, I'm not so sure how effective that's going to be, but it's nice that it has a drag brake programmed into it that actually feels proper. Nothing about this bike feels different or unfamiliar. It's very familiar feeling. It wasn't hard for me to get on here and just start riding. It's actually super intuitive. You get used to the not having any gears really quick. I mean, 5 minutes maybe. But the not having a clutch, that is weird. Because I find myself reaching for that clutch all the time. The last half an hour, or I've ridden this thing for about a half an hour so far. I'm in love, but it's going to take me a while to forget about that clutch. Realize that I don't need it because I can go 2 miles an hour and it doesn't make any difference. So wow, this thing is just so good, guys. It's worth every single penny. If I had more money, I'd buy another one. I think that's going to conclude this first impressions video. To sum it up, this thing's amazing. The power is amazing. The handling's amazing. Everything about it is just amazing. If you want to see more of this bike and what it can do, like how long the battery lasts, how it compares to other gas bikes, stay tuned. I'm going to make some videos. Subscribe, like this, help me out. See you guys next time.